Hey gang, today's tip is for parents of toddlers or soon-to-be toddlers, and this is one of the most important lessons for parenting. It is about establishing your absolute authority as their parent. The tip is this: you're the boss, and the child is not. For example, say it is playtime for your 3-year-old. When playtime is over, it is time for your child to put their toys away, but when you tell them that, their response is either to ignore you or worse, defiantly tell you, "No, I don't want to." This, by the way, is very typical behavior for a toddler and should be expected. But what do you do then? Well, for each situation, there is no single answer, and there are many options. Depending on the situation, the child, and your personal parenting style, you might decide on a timeout, a spanking, a removal of the toys, and a loss of toy privileges, or even a long lecture might be what you decide upon. We also recognize that there are special needs children that will need a different tactic altogether, and there are professionals who can help more with these situations. However, here is the most important thing. Your child has to pick up those toys. It may seem like a small thing now, but this has enormous ramifications for their future, and here's why. Our job as parents is to prepare our children for the world that awaits them outside the home. And as you know, in this life, there are things that we really don't want to do, but we have to do. And there are things we want to do, but can't do. For a child who has never learned to accept personal responsibility or has not learned to respect the authority in the home, the outside world quickly becomes a frustrating place. A child who is allowed to be willfully disobedient to their parents will continue to be willfully disobedient to teachers and eventually all figures of authority, and this will only lead to larger issues down the road. We feel strongly that learning personal responsibility and respect for authority begins at home and starts in the toddler stage. And lastly, if your child demands a reason for why they should obey a certain order, use the same 4 words you likely learned from your own parents: "Because I said so." We'll cover that one in more detail in the future, but for now, and especially with toddlers, be the boss. And as always, remember, stay calm and stay consistent.